This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajni Jain on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. I'd like to welcome you all to this online meeting. Please take a moment to review the guidelines for this online meeting posted in the chat window. I now request the moderator, Mr. Lakshmipathy, to introduce the speaker and start the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rajini. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Lakshmipathy and I'll be moderating this meeting. Agricultureinformation.com likes to welcome to this meeting Mr. P Senthil Kumar, Marketing and Technical Director of Jayashree Biotech, Hosur, Tamil Nadu. Mr. P Senthil Kumar will be speaking on the topic Nutrient, Pest and Disease Management in Banana. I now request the speaker to begin.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Opportunity. Good afternoon to all. I'll start the meeting directly.
Yeah, please start.
I want to minimize this window.
Mr. Senthil, you can reduce the size from the sides.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yes. So first, today we are going to discuss three topics. One is nutrient management in banana, and another one is pest. The third topic is diseases. So first we will start with nutrient management in banana. So when we are doing banana cultivation, the first and foremost thing is we have to do the soil test. So before planting or before plowing, we have to take the soil sample and we have to do the testing for micronutrients and as well as macronutrients. So macronutrients called nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, and calcium, oxygen, hydrogen. Okay. Then micronutrient is ferrous, boron, chloride, manganese, zinc, molybdenum, and nickel. These are the 16 elements required for the plant's growth. And when we are doing the soil test, so we have to test the parameters like organic carbon of the soil, and second thing is nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, and pH of the soil and EC of the soil. And other micro elements also we have to test it. Mainly these parameters we need to test it. And the water sample also to be tested, because our water EC should not be more than 1. So that is very much important. So otherwise the chloride and sodium injury level is more, means then our crop will be failed. So we need to do the soil test as well as water test before starting the cultivation. That is very much important. Based on that, we can schedule our fertigation and nutrient management. And after, okay, if we tested our soil and water is good, then we have to start with our basal manure, the land preparation, all those things, you know, all those things. So we have to start with the basal manure first. So what is the basal manure for banana plant? So one is that farmland manure, 10 kg. If we are not getting farmland manure, we can get, if you are getting very good vermicompost, we can use 1 kg. The 1 kg vermicompost, the nutrient value is equal to 10 kg of farmland manure. Then neem cake, 100 gram per plant. Single superphosphate, 25 gram. Then VAM, vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. So that is a biofertilizers. That is another 5 grams per plant. Then JSM grant. It is seaweed based and micronutrient mixed granules. That is also 5 grams per pet. So this farmland manure, many farmers we have come across in the past 25-30 years. Many people while planting, they are doing land preparation. and then without putting any farm manure or vermicompost or neem cake, just like that they are going for the planting. And those things, definitely there will be a lot of difference in the growth parameters. So like a farm manure is it's equal to like for a baby, it's like a mother's milk. So we need to one should put the farm manure before the planting. Farm manure and whatever the list which I have mentioned. So these things is very much required for the plant. Applying farm manure, we have to mix all those things with the soil. So just dump the material in the pit and we should not go for the planting. We have to mix very well with the soil. Fully, it should be thoroughly mixed. Then we have to go planting. Then fertigation schedule. This is a general recommendation for the banana plants from planting to harvest. So nitrogen N is 200 and yeah, phosphorus P80, potash 480 in grams per plant from planting to harvest. This is very much is required. And so we have a lot of varieties in our country. In that, few popular varieties, which is very familiar in South India as well as in North India also. So very few familiar varieties. I have given the fertilizer application schedule. So for Granine and Williams, mainly the phosphorus, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash is required. And in micronutrients, magnesium and zinc, these two things is very much required for the Granine and Williams variety. These schedules, which is prepared by me from the past 30 years experience, as well as in the technical side as a grower. So basically, I am from agriculture family in South India, Tamil Nadu, the place called Theni district, where is the major banana growing belt in India. So from that place only, that is my native place. And I am growing banana from the past 30 years. Even today, I have 5 acres of banana cultivation in my farm. So based on my experience and as well as in farmers field in the past 20-30 years, what we have done a lot of trial and research, all those things. So this schedule has been prepared. So for Granine and Williams, for the whole from the planting to harvest, so we have to put 200 grams of DAP per plant, and urea is 300 grams, and potash around 900 grams, magnesium sulfate 60 grams, zinc sulfate is 15 grams, and gypsum granules, this is a seaweed based granules, so that 50 grams. These things has to be put. And the time interval, everything it was mentioned here. Next, we will go to other familiar variety called for Yelaki banana and Teni Nendran. Teni Nendran is one of the south-based Nendran variety. Teni Nendran and even that normal ordinary Nendran also the same fertilizer schedule. So there is a difference between Granine and this Yelaki banana and Teni Nendran. Here, these varieties is required additionally ferrous iron, borax, calcium nitrate also is required for these varieties. Whereas G9 and Williams, this ferrous and borax and calcium is not required much. So only magnesium and zinc is required micronutrient. Whereas here the ferrous, borax and calcium nitrate is required. So in that, so I have given 50 grams of DAP is more for these varieties because Yelaki banana in our trial, it is performing better with more phosphorus, and little bit of reduction in nitrogen, urea, and potash is same level we have to give. Magnesium sulfate 50 grams, zinc sulfate is 15 grams, ferrous sulfate 50 grams, and calcium nitrate is 30 grams, gypsum granules, again seaweed granules is 50 grams. So this is the schedule is giving a best result in the farmer's field. And another, it's a long duration variety called red banana, Karpuravalli, Quintal Nendran. Nendran, there's another variety called Quintal Nendran. These varieties generally it takes 13 months to 13 and a half months to harvest, to complete the harvest. Actually, it's a long duration banana varieties. So these varieties again, it need all the micronutrients, so like whatever the Yelaki and the Teninendran is required. Zinc, ferrous, borax, calcium, these elements also required. So in that, phosphorus is from planting to harvest 250 grams of DAP, urea is 350 grams, MOP is 1025 grams, magnesium sulfate is 60 grams, zinc sulfate is 20 grams, ferrous sulfate 40 grams, and borax 40 grams, calcium nitrate 30 grams, and the JSM granules 60 grams. These are the things. So now we will move on to the nutrient deficiency symptoms of banana crop. One thing is I wanted to, if you follow this schedule, whatever I have mentioned variety wise, so we can come across easily, we can come out from the nutrient deficiency problem and we will get the excellent yield. So for your information, I will share a few photographs of each nutrient deficiencies. First, we will see the nitrogen deficiency. Nitrogen deficiency, the symptoms is the reddish leaf petiole will be there. As you can see in the top photo, the petiole will be reddish in color. And young leaves are pale in color. So pale yellow color will be there. And the leaf size will be reduced. This is the nitrogen deficiency symptoms. And next is phosphorus deficiency. This is one of the basic element which is required the first 3 to 4 months. Very much the plant needs for the root development and the stem girth development. This phosphorus is very much required. And all our Indian soils are more deficit in phosphorus actually. Phosphorus and zinc, especially phosphorus is highly deficit our Indian soil. So we used to advise all our farmers to take the soil testing before cultivation. That is the reason we are advising them. So the symptom, the first photograph is the initial stage of the symptom. Irregular necrotic leaf patches will be there. Generally, there will be a small confusion will be there. The soil is having more EC, the salt content. The same patches will come. The margin drying will be there. That is called a chloride injury. We used to tell chloride injury or sodium injury. So if the EC is more, the same kind of burning will be there in the margins. So we should not get confused with that. Here the phosphorus injury, it's not that continuous patches will be there. There will be a gap. So that is the initial symptom. And this another photographs, the central photograph, that is the black will be there along the midrib. That is another phosphorus deficit deficiency symptom. And the third photograph at the time of yield. So suddenly many farmers used to call us, sir, something wrong with the plant. So all the leaves are bent from the at the petiole, the starting of the petiole point. From the stem, it is bent, sir, something is wrong, like that they used to call. This actually in the initial stage, if we are not giving proper phosphorus, these things will happen. So it's called premature leaf death. So once the leaves were bent from the stem, means that's all, that leaf lifespan is over. So we have to give very carefully, we have to plan our fertilizer application schedule. So the phosphorus, first 3 to 5 months, up to 5 months, we need to complete our entire phosphorus dosage. Next is potassium. Among all the three, among NPK, the major nutrients, NPK, these three is the major nutrients. In that, the potassium is, for the banana crop, potassium is highly, the maximum quantity is required actually. from planting to harvest, we used to tell the farmers it is 1 kg of muriate of potash is required. 1 kg of muriate of potash is required from planting to harvest at various stages. Initially we give N and P, nitrogen and phosphorus, up to 5 months, and a less quantum of potassium we have to give. From 4th month and 5th month onwards, we have to increase more potash. We have to increase more potash at the rate of 150 grams per month. Rate of potash we have to give, and we have to stop with that phosphorus application, and nitrogen in the same level we have to maintain. So potassium is required from 4th month to 5th month onwards. More quantum is required. The first photograph is the initial stages of the potassium deficiency. Generally, the potassium deficiency start from the lower leaf. Lower leaf, the marginal dryness will be there. Blackish dry patches will be there. That is the initial symptom. So from that time itself, you have to take a step and give more potash, or we have to go with SOP and the fertigation schedule, or we can do the SOP or 13045 multi-K spray at the rate of 10 grams per liter of water if you are finding that initial symptom. The central photograph is in the middle photograph. It shows the medium damage by the potassium deficiency. The third photograph, the right corner, that is the extreme high deficiency of potassium deficiency. So any point of time during the growth up to the flowering stage, see that none of the leaves turn into yellow color. None of the leaves turn into yellow color. See that. That you have to maintain very well. At the time of flowering, the plant needs more potassium actually. At the time of flowering, the plant needs more potassium. So you have to increase the potash level. Potash level you have to increase. At the time of flowering, minimum 12 leaves, green leaves should be maintained. So if your potash application is very good, then 12 leaves, not 12 leaves, even many farmers I have seen 18 leaves, 20 leaves, they maintain green leaves at the time of flowering. At the time of harvest, minimum of 6 to 7 leaves of green leaves should be maintained. So this main thing is potassium. Potassium you have to maintain very well. Then boron deficiency. So boron deficiency, the symptoms, the leaf puckering, it's a crunched kind of leaves will be there. Then incomplete leaf formation. Only the midrib will be there. Leaf blade is not fully formed. That kind of choked appearance will be there. Then fruit split. Fruit split, it happens due to two things. One is that boron deficiency. The another one is while during the harvest, 1 day or 2 days before harvest, if you give excess watering to the banana plant, the fruit split will be there. And never allow for the over maturity, and never give the excess water to the plant. So if you allow over maturity and giving excess water will leads to fruit split. It leads to fruit split. So just before 1 day before or 2 days before harvest, maintain the water at a nominal level. Don't give the excess water. Then calcium deficiency. Calcium deficiency, the leaf, that youngest leaf, the veins are thickened. So thickened secondary veins will be there, and the leaves, the youngest leaves, it will not open properly. It's stuck with the previous leaf. It's stuck inside the previous leaf. This is called the calcium deficiency. This is a very typical symptom. Generally, the calcium deficiency, it happens during the winter season. During the winter cold weather, the calcium deficiency, the plants need more calcium. So whenever the cold weather, winter season, cold weather starts, start giving 1 or 2 sprays of calcium nitrate or even give a soil application of gypsum will solve this problem. And another nutrient, micronutrient, copper deficiency. Copper deficiency, generally the plants look like very droopy appearance of leaves. Even the leaves won't stand erect actually. It's actually drooping will be the leaf drooping. Not only the youngest leaves, even that bottom leaves also. From the base also, it is green color will be there, dark green will be there, but it droops actually. It won't stand erect. Generally, say how the calcium is deficiency, it happens during winter and cold weather. This copper deficiency generally it occurs in the plant during summer when the temperature, extreme temperatures are there. The copper deficiency occurs actually, and leaf size also reduced. So to solve this problem, again we can give a copper sulfate spray or any micronutrient, chelator form micronutrient, something like Rexolene, CXK, something like that. Any chelator micronutrient can be sprayed once in 15 days. So in that sake, only in our in our company also we are giving a banana special. It contains all NPK, all micronutrients, calcium, boron, ferrous, manganese, magnesium, copper, everything is there. So once in 15 days, any micronutrient solution, if we start giving spraying on the young leaves, generally the nutrient spray should be given on the young leaves, top 3 leaves. If you cover, no need to cover the entire plant, whole plant. If you give spray on the top 3 leaves, and if you drench little bit of, for 1 second, if you hold the spray gun on the crown portion, that much is enough to cover up. So the plants will take up enough micronutrients and macronutrients from that spray, and all these deficiency symptoms can be corrected. And this is magnesium. Magnesium is one of the, after NPK, the major part the plant needs magnesium. So magnesium is the major element for the chlorophyll content, the greenness of the plant. So all the marginal chlorosis will be there, and it starts from the margin, yellowing starts from the margin, and extend towards the midrib. This is the typical symptom. For this, generally from all these micronutrients, magnesium, zinc, boron, everything, it required for the plants from 3rd month to 5th month. This ideal period, the plant needs more micronutrient. So during that period only, I have shown the slide, the schedule, variety wise. I have explained. I put the slide. So accordingly, if you give the fertilizers, so we can eliminate all these deficiency problems. Next is iron ferrous deficiency. Mainly, it happens in the alkaline soils. And whereas this calcium carbonate is more in that kind of soils, lime soils, it happens actually. So this is visible in the youngest leaves, in young leaves. Yellowing and interveinal chlorosis. You can see that typical yellowing in the between the veins. This is typical symptom of ferrous deficiency. Then sulfur deficiency. Sulfur is also a very important element for the chlorophyll. So chlorosis and delaying green color in newly emerging leaves. Chlorosis and a delaying of green color in newly emerging leaves. That is one symptom. And a reduced plant growth and reduced leaf size. So you can see the leaves it's more delicate. The leaves are more delicate, and chlorosis of young leaves, chlorosis in the young leaves. And the leaves, if you touch also, it will tear off. That kind of things, very soft, and it tear very easily also. It's a typical symptom of sulfur. another zinc. So after magnesium, the zinc is very much required for the plant. Again, this symptom also appears in the young leaves. If you take it, magnesium, potash, and phosphorus, all those things start from the old leaves, whereas ferrous, sulfur, calcium, boron, all those things start from the young leaves. So this interveinal chlorosis of leaves with chlorotic stripes, this is the typical symptom of zinc. So so far we covered all the nutrient part. So when to avoid this all this macro and micronutrient deficiency problems, one should do the soil test, very much important, water test, and follow the fertilizer chart according to that. If you follow it, we will not come across, we will not face any kind of these deficiency problems. Now we will move to pest and disease management. So the first we will go with we will see the pest problems in banana crop. I have listed a very important pest, major pest of banana. One is calm weevil, another one is leaf-eating caterpillar, that is called as Spodoptera. The third one is aphids and banana bunchita virus. There is a correlation, that is the bunchita virus is a disease actually, it comes under disease, but there is a connection between aphids and this disease. The fourth one is nematode, and the fifth one is stem borer, sixth thrips, seventh is fruit scaring beetle. So calm weevil, the symptom. So when you are planting a tissue culture, young tissue culture plant, actually the plants after planting, this pest particularly eat the base of the plant and disconnect the plant from the stem at the base. So you plant today, within one day, within 24 hours, if you visit your farm, here and there, lot of plants is come out from the soil and it's totally dried up. There will be no connection between the plant and the root. Totally disconnected, it becomes two portions. So many people used to tell that somebody has come and they chopped my plants, many farmers. It's not like that. The rhizome weevil. You can see in the bottom photo, there is that calm weevil, that larva stage, you can see that white color grub will be there. So that will exactly, it will cut the base of the plant into two portions. That is, in grown plants, you can see that the suckers in the banana leaf, which is cut, it drill the entire rhizome portion, and it will avoid the nutrient and water movement to the plant leaves. Severe damage when the plants is affected severely by calm weevil. So when you push the plant, easily it will it fall off. So for this, how to control this pest? The best method is chlorpyrifos 20 EC at the rate of 2.5 ml per liter of water. If you do the drenching, this pest can be controlled. And this pest, generally it comes through farmyard manure application. Farmyard manure, when you are bringing the farmyard manure, you have to check it. If the farmyard manure is having calm weevil, you have to treat the farmyard manure before application into the field. Before applying to the field, so you have to treat with same chlorpyrifos and cover it with tarpaulin for 1 or 2 days. Then you can do the application in the field. Then another important pest is leaf-eating caterpillar, Spodoptera. So you can see that in the left side, the photograph, very small caterpillars in like a colony in one leaf. If you turn in the back side, there will be thousands of larvae will be there. It's a young stage of larvae. Actually, this will scrap the green matter, and only the fiber will be there. It leave only the fiber. So this, if you want to control this pest here and there, only in a acre, around 1,000 plants should be there. If you find some 5 or 6 plants leaves are like this, means you can just in the morning up to 10 o'clock this pest is visible. So you can just chop this leaf, that particular leaf, put it in a plastic cover, take out from the field and destroy it. This is the best method to control this pest. And if it is an adult, the matured larva, it actually drill the leaf and it makes the holes. For this to control, you can do the monocotapa spray at the rate of 2.5 ml or Novolaran 0.5 ml or Corogen. Corogen is the best way to control this pest. If you put 0.3 ml per liter of water, it's easy to manage. Another pest is aphids, banana punchy-top virus. There is a link between this disease and this pest actually. The aphids are brown and black colored. So aphids, it sucks the leaf shape in the crown portion, from the crown portion. The infected leaves rise up quickly and fall from the plant. These aphids also act as a vector to transmit the punchy-top virus from infected plant to healthy plant. Very easily it transmits. Symptoms of this punchy-top virus. The infected plant have short, narrow, and almost erect leaves with short petiole, giving the characteristic rosette appearance, stunted growth, and do not produce any bunch. This disease spreads through conventional suckers, and tissue culture plants purchased from non-certified labs. It's called a DBT, non-certified labs by Government of India. So many farmers, they are buying plants from the non-certified labs by Government Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, due to they are giving at a lesser cost, the 1 or 2 rupees. Those labs they used to sell to the farmers at a lesser cost. So because of that, they buy plants from them, and finally they end up with the loss, great loss, because those labs, they never do the testing for the viruses. The certified labs, they do virus testing for all the banana 4 viruses, and all the plants are certified, all the certified plants supplied to the farmers by the DBT approved labs. This disease occurs mainly for the plants grown under or near the shade area of other big trees. This disease majorly is the secondary infection. How the secondary infection comes? Suppose under the coconut or under some big tree will be there. In that shade, if you are growing banana, definitely the aphids population is more in that location, and easily transmit the punchy-top virus. And our neighbor farmers, after banana cultivation, everyone should clear the all the debris. They have to clear all the disease-infected plants, everything. So one punchy-top plants is enough to spoil the whole banana garden. If you allow one plant, within a week it becomes 10. If you allow another 1 week, it will become 100. If you allow another 1 month, the entire area, maybe 1,000 plants or 5,000 plants, everything is being infected by punchy-top virus. So we have to be very careful. The moment we see the infected plant, we have to remove, uproot it, we have to destroy it, we have to burn it actually. Then once in 15 days or once in a month, we have to spray on the crown with acephate 1 gram per liter of water, or imidacloprid, that's Confidor 0.5 ml of per liter of water. Only on the crown portion, if you start giving the continuous spray, this can be avoided. This particular punchy-top virus can be avoided. And even you can put this carbofuran 3G granules in the crown portion, 3 to 5 granules per leaf axil. For top 3 axil, if you put it, is more than enough. This disease can be managed. Another pest, nematode. The symptom is there are mainly 2 kind of nematodes affect the banana crop. One is that root knot nematode, another is red lesion nematode. Generally, the black lesions and the knots on the roots, lesions, black lesions and the knots on the roots, leaves turn yellow, poor plant growth and yield. The infected plants tip over easily. The plant, once the nematode affect the roots, further the plants will not take any nutrients as well as water, and the growth is totally stunted. This is the main drawback of this disease, of this pest actually. So how to control this pest, nematode? At the time of planting, we can apply carbofuran 3G at the rate of 10 grams per plant. If you are going for organic, we can do bacillomyces at the rate of 10 gram per plant at the time of planting, and 20 gram per plant during 3rd month and 6th month after planting. Avoid the nematode. Or cartop hydrochloride drenching at the rate of 5 gram per liter water. We can do the drenching, or through drip also we can send it. Nowadays, a lot of other products have come, like on Adama company, they are giving Nematis. That is also giving very good result. At the rate of 5 kg per acre, if you go send it through drip once in a month, that is giving a very good result. Actually, we have done some trials in the farmer's field that has given very good result. Stem borer. Stem borer. Actually, this pest generally it comes when the summer is there, followed by summer rainfall season. This time only this pest actually in infestation will be more. Actually, this pest infestation will be more. You can see in the field a gum kind of liquid actually exude from the stem portion, and the fecal matter also you can see on the stem portions, and a lot of holes you can find bored by the larva. So because of this stem beetle, what happens? The upward movement of the nutrients hampered and the plant growth. Plant growth is stunted. Upward movement of nutrient and water both will be stopped. So because of that, the growth is plant growth is very stunted. I have seen in my experience, I have seen some of the field, the flower bunch emerged, and during this time, lot of stem borer infestation occurred. Generally, from flowering to harvest, it takes only 100 days, 100 to 110 days. Even 150 days, even 200 days, the bunch is not matured at all. It was like a 1 month old fruits, very small fruits, length, girth, nothing will increase. It is standstill. So this pest actually we have to manage. How to manage? One is that we have to maintain the orchard at the from planting to harvest very clean. Very clean. Even the dry leaves should be removed periodically. And okay, if the infestation happened, then how to manage? So we have to do the injection at the stem portion. How to do the injection? We have to prepare the solution. So take out the monocrotophos 150 ml, mix it with the 350 ml of water, and inject from the ground level 1 feet above. 1 feet above. Make a slanting hole at a 45-degree angle with a screwdriver or something, a star screwdriver, star type of screwdriver. Make a 45-degree angle hole for 2 to 3 inch size. Then inject 2.5 ml of this monocotophos solution, whatever mixed with water. So in that hole, and close the hole with clay soil or cement. Same way, opposite side, from the ground level 2 feet, make a same type of hole and inject it and cover up with the clay soil or cement. So this for the infected plant, you do the injection. For the other plants, healthy plants, you do the stem spray. Only the spray should be given on the stems with the monocrotophos solution at the rate of 5 ml, and gum. For this gum, we have to mix a sticker at the rate of 1 ml. Generally 0.5 ml we used to mix for the pesticide spray. For this, actually mix 1 ml at the rate of 1 ml and give this spray only on the stem. Then thrips. This is another major pest which affects directly to the final product, and the buyer will reject our fruits. So why they are rejecting this? You can find that brownish patches. It's affected by thrips. When they are ripening, doing the ripening of process, the fruits after ripening, it will turn into black color. Wherever the thrips infected, turn into black color, and no consumer will buy the fruits. This is a symptom of the thrips. So thrips, when when the flowering is open, that time itself, when it is opening itself, you can find lot of thrips in the fruits. So how to control? One is that you have to go for fipronil spray at the rate of 2 ml per liter of water, and a Confidor 0.5 ml or acephate 1 gram per liter of water along with the sticker. You can mix it and spray, and even we can cover up with the bunch sleeves also. This controls this pest. And the scaring beetle, this is a minor pest actually. This is not a major pest, so very rarely it occurs. Actually, this beetle scrap the green portion on the surface of the fruits, and these fruits are not marketable. These are root knot nematode symptoms. Diseases. The main diseases are Yervinia, Pectobacterium, Cicada leaf spot, banana bunchy top virus, cucumber mosaic virus, cigar and rot, anthracnose, freckle leaf spot on leaf and fruits, then Panama wilt. Yervinia, it's called a Pectobacterium. Symptoms. Generally, this disease comes in when you are doing tissue culture. Suckers, generally, it don't come actually. It won't come. This tissue culture plants are easily affected by this Yervinia disease. When it is getting affected, in the sense, whenever the plants faces any uncomfortable situations like a harsh climate or excess watering or excess temperature, when the plants are under stress, easily the bacteria will enter into the plant system through roots, and it affects the composition. It affects the compositions, and soft rotting will be there in the compositions. The drying starts from older leaves towards the center leaf, or the incidence may start from the center core leaf. The disease normally affects plants from planting up to 4 months. Afterward, it disappears. Affected plants break easily even with a gentle push. Even if you slightly pull the plant, easily it come out. You can find that even that 3 months for old plants also, how it is affected by the Yervinia. The right side photo is the young stage. It's maybe around within a month, the tissue culture plants after planting, it's affected by Yervinia disease. This happens only when there is a stress on the plants, maybe due to excess temperature or excess water or some kind of harsh climate. How to control? How to control? The easiest method is people can put 1 pinch of bleaching powder per plant, maybe roughly around 5 grams, 1 pinch to the base of the plant. In the soil, we have to apply in the soil. Very carefully you have to apply. It should not fall on the leaves or crown portion. Only to the soil at the base of the plant you have to apply. And one labor should apply, the other labor should pour the water and the bleaching powder to dissolve it, so that the chlorine gas will go inside the soil and it will kill the bacteria. This is the concept actually. And after 1 week, you can repeat the same thing. Or alternatively, you can apply Trichoderma pseudomonas at the time of planting at the rate of 10 gram per plant. So for this only, we have in our company, we have one JSM granules. It's a seaweed based granules. At the time of planting, we used to advise the farmers immediately after planting, around the plant base, apply 10 grams of granules, and mix with the soil and give watering, so that this will take care of, this will give the immunity to the plant, and the plant will throw the new leaves very fast, and it will help for the root development. These granules help for the root development, and this disease can be eradicated. Next is Cicada leaf spot. Cicada leaf spot, it's like a wildfire actually, it spreads actually. The spores carried by wind from infected plant to other plant, even infected field to neighbor field also. the disease starts from the lower leaves of the plants. So you can see that eye-shaped black spot, brown spot will be that central will be hollowness will be there. This actually infection is severe during winter and rainy season. Sometimes it may lead to premature ripening. I have seen in many farmers' field in a bunch around 50% or 70% maturity bunches. Here and there, few fruits are ripened actually. Few fruits are ripened. So neither they can keep the bunch to mature, nor they can harvest and sell it. This is a scenario we have seen in many places. These spots will appear in the bottom leaves only first. So when I have advised a lot of farmers, very effectively we manage the disease. When a small 1 or 2 spots, when it is appearing in the bottom leaves, immediately we have to take a step by giving that clean the orchard and giving the sprays that is called every 21 days we used to give a spray. Either we start with the nativo, and there's an oil is there, petroleum byproduct oil. It's called banol oil or kalal oil. In agro spray also, in Indian oil agro spray also is there. Combination with that, adding this fungicide called nativo at the rate of 0.5 gram per liter of water, or Rocco 1.5 gram per liter of water, or tilt with Rocco, each 1 ml, and Rocco 1 gram is giving very good control. If you give 1 or 2 sprays, easily it can be managed. When you are finding even 1 spot, take a control measures. That gives a very good result, and very good drainage, and timely desuckering will help the disease management. And cucumber mosaic virus, generally this disease is easily eliminated if you buy plants from certified labs. This is better actually to easily to manage, and avoid intercrops like a cucumber, watermelon, and a muskmelon, pumpkin, tomato, and brinjal. So the secondary infection will happen from these intercrops very easily, because those intercrops actually it's familiar for these viral diseases. From that to these banana plants, easily it will be affected by this intercrop, by the vector or by the mechanical damage. It spreads from the intercrop to this banana plant. And by the plants from the certified labs like Jayashree Biotech, like that DBT certified labs, if you buy plants, this disease, you will get this disease-free plants of CMB. Then cigar and rot diseases. Cigar and rot, the symptom is a black necrotic rot appears at the tip of fingers. This generally it happens. This is one of the minor disease. Generally it happens during rainy season. So to control this, you can remove the floral remnants by hand as soon as the finger emerges. Spray the bunch with a Rocco or Bevestin at the rate of 1 gram per liter of water, or Nativo. Even you can use Redomil Gold at the rate of 2 gram per liter of water. After spraying, you can cover the bunches with non-woven bunch leaves. And disease anthracnose is one of the post-harvest management, post-harvest disease actually. During the harvest, actually, if any mechanical damages, any abrasion and any mechanical damages, this will lead to anthracnose disease. So in the field, it won't happen actually. So at the time of harvest, at the time of packing, if any the handling problem, due to handling problem, this disease occurs. So for that reason only, during harvest and when they are washing now, they add carbendazim with this in the dipping solution, carbendazim, and they wash these fruits. They dip the fruits in that solution and wash it properly, and they do the packing to avoid this disease. This is a freckle spot on leaves and fruits. is one of the major disease. It commonly occurs when there is a heavy rains. The small black spots in huge numbers on the leaves and fruits, it happens actually. It looks very ugly appearance. So no one will buy the fruits when these spots are there in a huge numbers. No one buys. So to control this disease, Bovestin or Rocco spray should be given at the rate of 1 gram per liter of water, or Nativo should be sprayed at the rate of 0.3 gram per liter of water with the sticker, add sticker. Any pesticide sprays, you have to add the sticker, must and should the pesticide and fungicide spray, must and should add this sticker at the rate of 0.5 ml per liter of water spray solution, and cover the bunches with non-woven sleeves. That's a Panama wilt. Panama wilt. This disease occurs for the varieties called Elaki. Elaki, that's in Tamil Nadu, it's called as Neipuvan, and Tamil Nadu, it's called as Kadali and Neipuvan. Here in Karnataka, a few areas called as Metli. Then they have local names for this Elaki, and Rastali, Karpuravalli in Andhra, it's called as Amrudapan. So these varieties are majorly affected by this Panama wilt disease. Generally, it comes through the suckers, infected suckers. When the farmers are getting the suckers from the infected field if they are planting, so this disease easily spreads. And from one infected plant to other infected plant, it spreads through water and soil actually. And where the water stagnation is more, this disease easily it spreads like a wildfire. It spreads from one plant to other plant. And after infection, it is very, very difficult to control this disease. So you have to, when you are getting the suckers, you have to see that in that field, any plant is showing this Panama wilt symptom, you should not take the suckers from that field for the planting purpose. Once your soil is infected, this disease pathogen, it's called Fusarium axisporum. This will be remain in your field for another 15 to 20 years. So you cannot grow this susceptible variety again in your farm. So that is why earlier history of infected fields and waterlogging fields are more prone to this disease. We have to be very, very careful with that. So you can see that the symptoms, the bottom leaves start yellowing, and it's cut in the petiole base, and it's hang like a clothes. How you hang the clothes, the leaves also hang like this. And if you cut the rhizome, you can see that the brownish patches fully rotten. The culm is fully rotten. And if you cut the stem, the third photograph, you can see that the brown cheeks and the stem vessels and all you can see. The easiest way to identify is that the fourth photographs, the split in the stem. You can see the stem split in the bottom of the stem. This is the easiest way to find this disease. How to control this disease? As a prophylactic measure, so we can give this trichoderma and Pseudomonas fluorescens at a regular interval, once in a month through drip irrigation, or through drenching through drip irrigation at the rate of 1 liter per acre. We can send it once in a month. Or the other chemical method to control is whether all these methods are prophylactic. Before the disease occurs, from the planting day, you have to start following this. Once in 30 days, in 200 liters of water, mix 500 grams of carbendazim and give the drenching at the rate of 200 ml to 500 ml per plant in the plant base, in the soil at the plant base. Every 30 days, you have to continue. If the plants are small, you give 200 ml. If the plants are big, give 500 ml. So all this, a lot of leaf spots, fruit spots, and anthracnose, cigarette rot, how to come across. This banana bunch cover is the best solution to avoid all these fruit diseases. You can use this either plastic cover or non-woven fabric sleeves. You can use it at 25 GSM thickness. 25 GSM thickness. You can use it. One is it controls cigarette rot, anthracnose, freckle spot. These diseases will be can be avoided. And when you are putting this cover, the fruit shining and the fruit color is very attractive, and it gives early maturity for the fruits. And definitely you will get 10 to 15% more bunch weight. And in during marketing, the buyer will prefer your fruits, the bunch sleeves, applied fruits, covered fruits. It's preferred by the buyers, and even some places I have noticed they are giving a premium price also. And moreover, you will get a 10 to 15% more bunch weight also. And I'll give a small information about a few information about our companies. So basically, I am from a Jayashree Biotech. It's a tissue culture company. We are doing tissue culture plants production from the past 25 years. We are in this industry. This company actually since from 2008, we are into propagation of tissue culture banana planting material in Hosur city, Krishnagiri district, Tamil Nadu. We are offering all the important varieties which is popular in India. We are the only company. You can see that if you are buying any medicine or tablet or whatever it is, soap or shampoo, whatever it is, it's mentioned with batch number. So we are the only company we are supplying plants with the batch numbers. It is mentioned in the invoice actually. The batch number is meant for uniform plants growth, which results to minimal number of harvest, 5 to 8 harvest. We are doing plants hardening under polyols, primary hardening and secondary hardening to maintain the quality standard. Our company is approved by DBT, Government of India, from the past 8 years. Because of our practical experience and knowledge, all these 25 years, all our plants are having very good 98 to 100% genetic purity, which is very low or no variation in the genetic purity of the plants, and 100% pest and disease free plants at the time of supply. And all our plants, each and every plants are certified by Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. And we use 100% soilless potting media for the polybag plants. We use 100% soilless potting media called sterilized coir blacks actually, which is more expensive. Why we are using is, one is that to avoid saline injuries, salt injury, and next is nematode free plants. We can offer the farmers nematode free plants, and we can offer the plants to the farmers fungal and any pest free plants, fungal free plants. So it's 100% pest and pathogens free plants we can offer, and we use 100% RO filtered water to maintain the highest quality standards. Uniform in plants growth, and with a very good root system. You can see when our plants, if you remove the polybag from the polybag, you can see our plants roots are fully white in color, and there is no any brown or blackish roots. And we give very good technical backup to the farmers after sale service. And we have very good team members with more than 25 years of experience, master graduates in biotechnology, agriculture. We are doing this business from the past 25 years. And we are having products, Grand 9, mainly this is our major product. Then Williams, we are doing Williams. We are supplying plants of red banana plants, Yalaki plants, Karpuravalli, it's called Amrudapani, Quintal Nendran, then Teni Nendran. We are giving JSM granules also. This is a seaweed based granules, and it gives immunity. It's act as an immunity booster. It controls. It's a very good supportive for the Erwinia disease management. Actually, it controls Erwinia diseases very well. as well as plants grow. It boost up the plants growth and it increase the yield also. Our facilities. This is our Kyer blocks which we are using. Our RO units. This is our lab facilities. This is our primary hardening and the secondary hardening. Again, this is our lab facilities. This is our plants of red banana and Nandran photographs. Thank you. If you have any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Senthil Kumar, for an excellent detailed presentation. I now request the participants to ask their questions. We'll also be posting the speaker's contact details in the chat window. Over to the participants for questions. Any questions for participants? Any questions, please? Mr. Ashok, you have any question? Mr. Izuddin? Mr. Manab Kumar? Mr. Pamati?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, please. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Mr. Senthil Kumar, I am from Kadalur, Tamil Nadu. Have you supplied anybody in this area for your plant, Kadalur belt? It's a major banana crop area.
We have supplied, I think, Karpuravali, somewhere near to that. Yes.
Okay. See, now the audio season starts this season for the one. I having the Yalaki and Poo. You said Williams. What is the William? I never heard that William name.
Williams actually it is like it's actually like a Grand 9 actually.
Grand 9, no.
Grand 9. Actually, if you can note down my number, you can send the message. I'll forward that. Actually, I have one write up actually between the Grand 9.
The same number 9048045. Okay. Say there's a Trichy NRCB. They got on Udayam for export purpose. Is it something like that?
Yeah, I know that Udayam, but commercially people are not preferring that variety. That's why we are not doing that variety.
Yeah. We tried it. It's nobody's buying it. Local market doesn't go.
Yes.
The batch is very long.
Yes.
It's a long batch,
And if you plant fruit, other many fruits will used to fall off very easily.
Okay, tell me about the cost of the plant in Yalaki or this one, red banana.
Yalaki actually it is 25 rupees delivery at your farm gate. And Yalaki, red banana both are 25 rupees and Nandran 23 rupees. This Karpuravali 15 rupees. G9 and Williams is 14 rupees per plant.
14 rupees. Okay, it's what about this? See, you said quintal Nandran, 10 Nandran. Which is best for the chips? Quintal means per bunch.
Is better, sir. 10 Nandran is better actually. It is actually short duration variety.
Oh, okay.
Short duration variety, and you can grow 1,050 plants per acre.
Say, you said you are having this, choosing the mother plant for tissue culture. Have you checked for the whole this area for pest free and disease free soil test like that? So the nematode is a big problem.
So nematode is not carry forwarded by tissue culture actually. Anyway, we use that also while collecting the mother plants. So generally for tissue culture, in our company, I am the only person used to mark the mother plants actually from the past 15-20 years. I am the only person used to select the mother plants. I don't allow anybody. I don't trust also anybody, any of my team actually.
Yeah, that's
a crucial role. So all these years, I am the only person who mark the mother plants. That is our strength actually. That is why in Tamil Nadu, in South India, our brand is very familiar.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Senthil Kumar, for answering that question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Siddhappa, you have any question? Okay, I think I see no questions coming from there. Okay, let's go over to the chat window to look for questions. Just a minute, please.
There are 2 chats are there, I think.
No questions. Okay, no questions in the chat window either. And no questions from the participants also. So that is all we have for today. I'd like to thank Mr. Senthil Kumar on behalf of Agriculture Information for taking his time to speak with us with a very detailed presentation. I now request the organizer of the meeting, Ms. Rajini Jain, to please close the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lakshmipati. I like to thank the speaker, Mr. VP Senthil Kumar, for taking the time to talk with us. I also like to thank all the participants for their time. The meeting will now be closed.
So thank you very much for the agriculture information, for giving this great opportunity for me. Thank you.
You're welcome and wish you all the best, Mr.
Yes.
Senthil Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.